Okay, so it's 8:35, and so we're going to go ahead and get started. If we have others join us, that's great. If not, then I hope that they catch up on this video because today is a really important day, and we're going to start on a big project this morning. So I don't know why my camera is messing up again. But anyway, so we are going to move into our senior research thesis project. And this is the biggest project that you all will have this year. And so we're going to dive right into it. And I promise you, I'm not turning my camera off. It is doing it on its own. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to dive right into it. And so if you all will, on your Google Classroom, I have posted all your information for you. So let me pull that up for you. Let me get to it. Let me make sure I have it here. So let's see. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen everybody. Is everybody doing okay? I'll take that as a yes with your silence. Everyone's doing okay. Yes. Is everyone awake this morning? Trying to be. All right, where's my page? Okay, there it is. All right. Okay, can everyone see my classroom page here? All right. So you have your vocabulary for this morning. And so here we are with our the introduction to the senior thesis research paper. Okay, so in here, this is the introduction for it. If you open this up, this is going to explain everything. And I'm going to go through this step by step. So we will have steps every single day that you will be expected to complete. Okay, every single class period that you'll be expected to complete. Now, I am sticking to this deadline, okay? I am sticking to these deadlines, and I'm not going to budge from them. Now, if there's issues, you must contact me. You must get in touch with me. You must talk to me. You got to communicate with me, okay? It just has to, we have to do that. You've got to start talking to me. So many of you just disappear and then are just all of a sudden, I'm struggling and I don't know what to do. You've got to start talking to me. Okay. You've got to start communicating with me because I'm just going to assume that you're just not doing the work. Okay. And you all have been working with me all year long. You know that there's no reason for you to even assume that I'm going to get mad for you asking for help or that I'm not going to help you, especially if you've never asked for help because you've never given me the chance to even turn you down for help. So, my job is to help you, so please ask for it. So, so your high school senior thesis. As part of your requirements for passing English 4, you must complete a senior research thesis project. The senior thesis is a larger independent research project that students take on in their senior year of high school. The purpose of this senior thesis is to demonstrate your learning and the skills you have acquired in your years of study at Siloam Springs High School. Specifically, it will demonstrate your ability to conduct research, evaluate source material, and write effectively. Okay, what that means is I will be grading on everything, your grammar, your punctuation, your MLA citations, your research skills, everything that you, okay, you must be able to do all of these things. So you have to show that you can actually do these things, okay? This is not just halfway doing it. You need to actually put forth the effort. Each student is responsible for turning in a final copy of the following as part of the project: an annotated bibliography, which I will show you how to write one of those, a 3 to 5 page written research paper with a works cited page. And when I say a works cited page, it means a correctly written works cited page. Okay, I'm not talking about a works cited page with a whole bunch of links on it. I mean a correctly formatted written works cited page. Okay, you will have a minimum of 4 sources, 2 of which must be from a database. Okay, You did database training last semester in Summit, which you were supposed to do, which a lot of you did not do, but you were supposed to do a database training in Summit last semester with the video that you watched and everything else. We will be redoing that again this semester. You will also have a visual infographic that summarizes the important information to be learned from your written paper. So you will have a visual aspect as well, along with your written paper, okay? All right, so the grades will be based on your effort, your research, your creativity, and overall quality of the final project. So you're gonna be graded on everything, okay? So it's not just, I mean, if you turn in something that I know you spent one night on, then you're going to be graded on basically one night worth of work. Okay. That's how that's going to work. All right. If you actually spend the time on this that you need to spend the time on, and you ask for the help and you ask for the guidance that you're going to expect to get on this, then I will know and I will see the difference. Okay. I know the difference between you spending one evening on this, and I know the difference between you spending a month on this. Okay. So this paper will be graded using the LDC rubric, which you should be familiar with this because you did the pot when you did your cookie rubric at the beginning of the year. This is what you did it on. So you should know what the LDC rubric is, and you should know how to read that and what it's graded on. Late assignments will be docked 10% each day that they are late. All right. In this packet, you'll find a list of due dates. I don't have the due dates all on there right now, but I do have a list of information that has the first two due dates on there along with the 2-week deadline. Okay. So 10% each day that they are late, because this is a huge project. And I mean, there's just too much going on. So it's just the way it's going to be. Each section of this paper and preparation will be graded individually. The research question is worth 10 points. The annotated bibliography is worth 20 points. The thesis statement is worth 10 points. The outline is worth 20. Introduction is worth 15. The completed rough draft is worth 30. Participating in peer editing will earn you up to 15. Revision is worth 10 points. The final paper will be worth 50 points. The visual is worth 20 points, a total of 200 points. So this project is worth a total of 200 test points. 200 test point grades. Okay, everybody got that? Everybody understand that? Yeah? Okay, everyone with me? All right. This is the biggest grade that you will receive in this 9 weeks. All right. This is a grade maker or grade breaker. You must take it seriously. This is why we put this in there, because we cannot stress this to you enough. So do you understand what I am telling you guys? If you don't do this, it's kind of the end all be all type of thing. Okay. So you need to get it done. All right. You need to take it seriously. So specific requirements that are annotated bibliography of sources should indicate what materials or websites, books you consulted, and be typed at the end of a written report. They should include a short summary of the article or sources. You will not be using Wikipedia, SparkNotes, CliffNotes, GradeSaver, or any equivalent. Okay. So any of that stuff. The written part is a written report or essay should use formal voice. That means no I's, we's, our, that kind of thing. You will use third person only. Okay. MLA format, you will edit it and be turned in on time. Okay. And the visual should be a student created visual. It means don't copy something. Okay. It can be created in Canva or Google Slides. But it will be a visual representation of facts that are stated in the paper. So you'll need to write the paper first and then create the visual. Does that make sense? Because you'll have to know what you're going to be talking about before you do the visual. That's the only thing that makes sense. Okay, so here's what I have for you, and we're going to update this on a daily basis. All right. So after 2 weeks, I will not take these things. So once this deadline has passed, so right now we have choose a topic and develop a research question. All right. These are assigned to you today. Choose a topic and develop a research question. Well, after the 16th, I'm not taking this anymore. Okay. So, these are pretty much, so after this, so 2-week deadline, after 2 weeks, that's it. Okay. So assignments will not be accepted more than 2 weeks late without prior arrangement, which means you all need to start communicating with me if there's issues. Okay. So, you got, we're gonna, and this is gonna, like I said, this is gonna be updated every day. So you will know exactly when it's, or every class day it's gonna be updated. So you will know when it was assigned, when the due date is, and when the deadline is. Okay? Everybody got that? And when the 2-week deadline is. Okay? So, it's important for you to stay on track for this. Okay. This is here for a reason so that you guys can stay on track. Okay. I don't want you to get behind. There was a reason I was so adamant about you all getting your Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde project turned in. And there was a reason I gave you so much time to work on it and make sure that you got caught up on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and make sure that you got caught up on all the missing assignments that a lot of you had. And because this is a bear of a project and I wanted to make sure that you had plenty of time to get, to make sure that you had time to work on this and didn't have anything holding you back. Because this is what I wanted you all to focus on. So this is this is the plan for today, is that you will, we're going to talk about this and choosing a topic, and then we're going to talk about how to develop a research question. Okay. So are there any questions about the actual assignment itself? Are there any questions about the actual assignment itself, about the actual paper? Are there any questions about that? Nothing? We're good? Okie dokie. You sure? Okay, I just want to check. I just want to make sure. Okay. So, let's see, how much time do we have? Okay. All right. So, let's go over the topics we have. All right. So, topics. All right. So what you're going to do for today's assignment is you're going to choose your topic and you're going to also write a research question. All right. So below is the prep work. Step 1, you're going to choose a topic. You can't start a research project until you choose a topic. Okay. Below is a list of research topics that relate to the text that you have either read or will read throughout the school year. Okay. Choose 3 topics of interest and rank them in order of preference. If you have a topic that you feel is related and interests you that is not on the list, you are welcome to talk with me, okay, for approval. All right. So these are things that I think most of these, yeah, this one we're doing later, but most of these we have already read in class. But these are topics that we have gone through and have found in the things that we have read. So these are topics that you can choose from that you can base your research paper on. Okay. So these are the topics that you can choose from. All right. If you decide that you do not want to do any of these and you want to do something else, please talk to me beforehand and give me a reason why. And I mean, just explain to me why you want to do it, what the purpose is, whatever, and then we'll talk about it from there. Okay. So, but you need to choose what you're going to do between now and our next class period. And I need to know what that is. And you need to tell me what that is on your, right here on this page here. Okay. Everybody clear on that? All right. Because here, this is where you're going to develop your research question. Okay. Does anyone know how to create a research question? Does anyone actually know how to create a research question? Okay, that was my assumption, and that's fine. So here's what I provide. We're going to talk about just a little bit how to create a research question. So I have put this up here for you. And so when you create a research question, you're going to have to do a little bit of research to begin with about your topic, okay? Not go into a whole lot of depth necessarily about it, but you're going to have to do a little bit of research, okay? And a research question is the question in which you center your research around, okay? So what is the question that you really want to focus your paper around? What do you really want to answer about that question? So you know how teachers, when they have you write a paper, they have an essential question that they want you to answer? When they have a paper for you and they say, this is what you're going to answer. This is the question you are going to answer in your paper. You guys, yeah, please tell me yes, because I know that you guys have had that happen before. Your teachers have said, this is the question you're going to be answering in your paper. You guys know what I'm talking about, I hope. I got one person at least giving a thumbs up that I can see. I can't see everybody, but. Okay, so that's what you're doing. You're developing that essential question for your paper, okay? So, but it's going to provide enough specifics that your audience can easily understand the purpose, okay, without needing additional explanation. So it has to be very clear about what you're going to be talking about, okay, and what the research, what you're going to be what you're going to be doing. It has to be focused. It's narrow enough that it can be answered thoroughly in the space the writing allows. So it can't be too broad to where it's going to take you like where you would have to write a 40-page paper about, okay? Because I've had to do those and you don't want to make it too broad, all right? So yours being a 3 to 5 page paper, you need to make it focused, make sure you make it focused enough to where it's only within that 3 to 5 page paper range, okay? Concise, which means that it's expressed in the fewest words possible. So a research question doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be very long, but it needs to be specific enough to where you can still write a paper on it. You need to be able to write a 3 to 5 page paper on it. You don't want it to be too short to where you can't write enough information about it, okay? So now complex, again, you can't have a simple yes or no answer. This goes back to where it needs to be enough to where it can be answered thoroughly in the space provided. So it's got to be complex enough with the fewest words possible, but not a simple yes or no question, okay? You need to be able to analyze it, require information that's going to make you argue the information. It's going to make you have to go and research information. It's going to have to make you go and find both sides of the information that you agree or disagree with and things like that. It's again, arguable. I'm going here where it says arguable. You're going to have to go and be able to debate your information and things like that. So it's, again, you're going to have to go out and research some information about your topic to really understand what you want to talk about and how you're going to have to write that question. Okay. Now, please don't go out and find something or choose a topic on that list that you think is going to be easy, because then you're going to write a paper about something that you don't care about. Find something on there that you actually think that you might be interested in, because that's going to make a better paper, because then you might actually write about something that you kind of care about. Okay. And the more you have interest in a paper, or the more you have interest in a topic, the better your paper is going to be. Okay. So even if you don't like writing papers, which even as an English teacher, yes, I'm an English teacher. I like to read. I like to look at books. I like to analyze and look at poetry and things like that. I love to do all that kind of stuff. But when I was in grad school and doing all this stuff, I didn't like writing papers and things like that. I mean, no, that's not fun. But when I did my topics on my papers and things like that, I found things that I was interested in. I found things that I wanted to learn more about, so that at least what I was writing about had some interest to me, so that it wasn't so terrible. Okay. So find something that interests you so that you have a leg in the game, so to speak, so that you have some investment in it. Okay. So if this provides you some steps for developing a research question, please go through this. Okay. If you are still struggling with your developing a research question before the research question is due, okay, please don't wait until Tuesday morning when we have another class and say, I just couldn't write it because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Please don't wait till then. Okay. Please ask for help before then if you're struggling. And then we can talk about, like, I can give you more pointers if this is still not quite understood. Okay. This gives you sample research questions on like how like, you know, what you should and should not do, what are, you know, unclear, clear, unfocused, focused, you know, things like that. Okay. So please take advantage of this. Please use this as a resource to help you write your research question, and things like that. It is not a thesis statement. It's an actual question. Okay. It's an actual question that you will write in order to give your paper guidance. And then that way, because what happens is you're going to go back, and every time that you look up something or you research something about your topic, you're going to go back to your question and you're going to say, am I answering my question? Am I focused on my question? Am I answering the prompt that I created for my paper? Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Okay, is everybody still with me? All right. So, so the idea is, again, guys, so those are the two things that are due. Those are the two major things that are due for our next class period. Again, don't wait to the last minute to ask me for help, okay? Again, if you, it's gonna be, there are gonna be late penalties for this one. It's a huge project. I don't want you to wait till the last minute to do this one. Okay. Stick to the deadlines, stick to the resources that are out there. Ask me for help. I don't know. Are there any questions that you have for me at this very moment about the research project, about anything that's happened, about anything that I've talked about this morning? None? Okay. All right. Okay. So I will go ahead and let you all go this morning and let you all get to work. Again, I am here for you if you have any questions. I may not be in my room. I may be in the library somewhere in the back room, but I am here for you if you need me. Hopefully, I'm hoping to have office hours this afternoon. I'm going to go ahead and have office hours this afternoon. And I will find a place to have them. So I will post them on Classroom for you all. And please take a look at things. Use my office hours. They are there for you. And again, if you're struggling, please, please, please reach out. I am here for you. Okay. Parent-teacher conferences are tonight. So if your parents have signed up to talk with me, I will let them know what's going on and I will talk to them and all that good stuff. So other than that, if you all don't have any questions for me, I will let you all go. So hopefully I will see you all later and see you all next week. And next week, oh, I have one more thing, by the way. In case you all did not realize, as my seniors, I wanted to let you know that our English teacher, the teachers in the English department, were kind of wondering about how many class periods were left for you all. So as of, what day was it? On Monday, we all sat down because we were worried about trying to figure out like the rest of the year. You all, as of Monday, you all had 23 class periods left. 23. Monday, that was Monday. So you have probably maybe 22, 21, maybe. You all don't have that many class periods left for seniors, okay? If you're behind, you need to get it together, okay? If you are not, I mean, I got some of you that I'm really concerned about, and I don't mean that to be like mean to you, because I care, okay? I want you all to graduate on time, and I want you all to be in good standing academically, and I want to help you. So please reach out, okay? But you guys are getting close to graduation, believe it or not. In March, by the way, March is next week. March is next week. So I didn't know if y'all realized that or not, but March is actually, next month is next week. So March is next week. And 23 class periods as well, Monday. So like 22, 21 class periods is not that many. So 21 class periods left for seniors is not that many. So we got to get to work and we got to get caught up. Okay. So keep that in mind as we move forward. We don't have a lot of time left, at least with you guys. So graduation is coming soon. So stay on track. Okay. All right, y'all. If you need me, I'll be here. All right. Hopefully if you need me, I'll be around at about 1 o'clock. I'll put the office hours out there for you guys. Y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.